Hey, this is Johnny Beane, live, 10:34 p.m., 4/12/2017, and this is my daily vlog. I'm doing these live vlogs. Well, not just live. I'm vlogging every day as part of Savvy Sexy Socials vlog every day in April. Follow hashtag SSSVEDA, and you'll come across literally like millions of other people doing the same thing. Well, maybe not millions, maybe a few, maybe hundreds. Yeah. So anyway, I'm joined tonight by my friend Brent Cone. Brent, how are you doing this evening?
Very good, Johnny. How are you doing?
Great, man. Great. Yeah. Yeah. Brent called up. I was about to go live, and my phone goes off, and so I messaged Brent and said, "Hey, do you just want to join me on here? Just no swearing." And he's like, "Johnny, you know I can't do that." And so you know what I mean?
Oh
No,
yeah.
no, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
Everything's cool. I'm a Midwest boy. I have manners still.
Cool. Hey, our friend John.
I'll
John
roll
is
with you,
here.
brother.
Awesome, man. Joe Wentz is here.
Or
Hey, Joe.
Joe went. Hey man, I just think tagged you and something. You and Johnny and Dave and everybody. John Storms and everybody.
Mm-hmm. Joe, can you
I,
hear? Joe, can you hear? Can you hear Brent Cone? Okay, over the feed. This is
hey, can you hear me?
this is experimental technology here.
Yeah, rock and roll guys, man. Hey man, you guys are my brothers, man. Van Halen, strong man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. He says
I'm
yes.
a
Okay, good.
Midwest boy, and I'm from like Cheap Trick. They're like, they're like, I'd say 80 miles to the north of me, and then REO Speedwagon was developed about probably, I'd say 125 miles south of me. So I'm a Midwest boy. I'm not out there in the Cali like how you guys are with everybody. I got the Midwestern bands that I love.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys, everybody went out there. They go out to Cali to do it, and that's where everybody ends up. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot different music scene than you guys. Even on the East Coast. Like Dave and everybody goes to New York. They all go to the coast. They all go by the water. Florida. And I'm in the Midwest, so we didn't have a ton of music that came out of here. You guys got it made, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Where are you? You're in
you know,
Illinois, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, I don't. I'm not going there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but there's a lot of great bands out of well, the Chicago
Well,
area.
out of the Midwest in general, yeah, in Chicago, a lot of them came because that's where they all collaborated. I mean, think about it. Big cities, that draws them, and when you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's hard. It's really hard to get anywhere. I mean, for any bands, even in the Quad Cities, where we've got 500,000 people, but still, it's the river town split up, and the economy died, and there's just it's you're starving here. You got bars, maybe you make 300-400 bucks a night. 4 or 5 guys working your butt off. It's hard. Midwest is really hard. It is a small
Mm-hmm.
town, so we are small. Quad
Mm-hmm.
Cities is small,
It's like that
and I
everywhere,
just
though.
appreciate. Oh yeah, I
It's
think
it,
that is happening everywhere,
it's like
even
that
the
out here
bigger
too.
cities. Because is it really happening?
Oh yeah, man. No,
Is it?
out here, every other music venue
Mm-hmm.
has a live DJ instead of a band.
You
So
know what? You know what killed us? You know what killed us here? First, not saying this, but I'm saying it. When they cut smoking out, you could not smoke in a bar no more.
mhm.
That was one, and it's a bad thing to smoke, but that drinking a drink and relaxing and having a cigarette in a place was the thing to do. You went to the bar to do that. If you didn't do it at home.
Yeah.
And they took that away. That's one thing that killed it. But there's so many other things that killed it. You know, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I know exactly
the
what you're
whole
saying, man.
bar scene changed. It went, yes, everything changed. Everything totally changed then. And then all these bars, no smoking. So, you know what? These bars went down to saying, okay, if you play here, you got to sign a contract. If you guys don't bring 100 people in tonight, you're not getting nothing from the door. You guys are getting, even if you had 5 guys, you're getting $300, $350. You know what I mean? If you bring 100 in, okay, we'll give you 100 more. But I mean, it was things like that. You know, it just changed everything. Can't sign contracts, play in a bar, a dive bar. No, you know, everything changed here. I mean, it just went nuts.
Well,
And
it's like that everywhere.
it killed our music scene, and it's still killing it. Because even the people trying to bring it back, it's not working.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's
You're
like,
lucky.
no, it's like that everywhere, man. It's like that everywhere. It's like that here. It's everywhere.
If I didn't realize that, I thought it was rolling out there. It seems like it is.
Well, you know, that's Instagram. That's an Instagram filter. Makes everything look better, you know. No,
Right.
as far as the smoking, though, no. Out here, smoking has been frowned upon for decades. Out here,
Oh, yes.
I used to smoke.
Now,
I used to smoke, and
yes.
you know, there's this town where I used to live called Walnut Creek. Now there's signs downtown. You can't smoke downtown at all.
No, you can't smoke in open air.
Yeah.
You know what it means?
You got to sit.
Do you know what I mean? I don't. Right. But people have a choice to do what they do. But when they took it away from them, you know, and actually, Johnny, you got to admit, I don't know where you live. Nobody smokes out there. But here, it killed everybody. It killed all our bars. Most of our mom and pop bars, that I call them, the little hometown bars, went away.
Yeah.
Little cafeterias went away. Everybody went away. And you know what? It's the evil of tobacco. I swear to God, I smoked for years, but I don't think that they should have come in. I don't know. That's a big subject. But I just know what killed. I just know what killed it here, and that is what killed it. And I know so many bar owners and so many places that I've gigged for years, for the last 20 years, and they're gone. And I know most of the owners that owned them, and they said when that smoking law came in, that took them out. These guys are in their 70s running a rock bar, you know, still trying to keep it going.
Yeah.
And their main crowd were young, and they smoke. And when they cut the smoking away in the winter, these kids don't want to stand outside on the sidewalk and smoke a cigarette when it's 20 below. But at home, they won't go to the bar. And I swear, anybody can say anything they want about it, saying I'm wrong. I'm right. I know I'm right in my head. I watched you. I watched you. And smoke the cigarettes killed us. Here.
I don't know how we even start talking about this. Yeah.
It's cool, though.
Well, nobody smokes out here. Although everybody smokes pot. Everybody. And it's legal here.
Oh, I know. That's what I heard from people here. Here, busted.
Yeah. And
that don't happen. Well, people still do. I mean, you know, but yeah, the law here is not.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yes. So hey, Joe Wentz is here. Joe says you can't smoke anywhere here in is it South Carolina? Is that where you are? SC? He says the music scene here is awful, he says. Bad. David says, hey Johnny, how was your day? Well, David, yeah, my day it was cool. It was pretty cool, you know. Just had a billion things to do, you know. And then had the show tonight, what we call Wolfgang Wednesday. You know, we did that. It was myself. It was Dave Nesdahl. It was Ron Johnson, and we had on Mark Huzansky, and he has a new show debuting this Friday at tone-talk.com, and it's a show talking about tone music, and it's him. It's Mark Huzansky and David Friedman from Friedman Amplification. So check that out. That'll be on Friday after us, or after our first hour anyway. 9 o'clock Eastern. Tone-talk.com. So yeah, you said you were watching some of that, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thing I was going to tell you about earlier, that kill pot.
You're talking about the potentiometer.
Oh,
right?
You would love that.
Okay, I didn't know what you were saying because you were just
that
talking.
Pot. No, the hot pot. That's what I call it. You know, when I posted that, a kill pot, everybody goes, "What'd you do? Buy something to quit smoking pot?" And I go, "No, it's a potentiometer. You know what I mean? It's a pot for a guitar. It's a volume knob. No."
Well, yeah. It's a volume, but it's a volume pot,
Oh.
and then it's like a push. It's like a push pot where you push it down, right?
Yes, and the thing about it is, if your amp, the way you got high gain amp, so you can crank your amp up as loud as you want, Johnny. This is what's so cool about this knob. You can turn it up, and if you turn it up to like 1 or 2, it's perfectly clean. If you want a little more gain, you put it on 5. Your gain comes up. If you open it up, it falls out, and it's just a great pot. You know, I put it in there, and I couldn't believe it. The only problem is, if you're into a lot of the, like Cathedral, you know, on Van Halen, if you're into any swells, and how I always learned swells on my old Kramer, my 84, the one he endorsed back in 84, and I always played that, but it always had that knob was right there where I could hook my little finger around it, you know, and I could do my swells like that. Well, if you're used to doing swells like that, it's very hard. It's hard to get used to it because you got to keep your friction up on your little finger, because if you touch it too much, it'll kill. You know what I mean? So swells, that's what I'm warning people. If you're used to doing swells with your little finger on that pot, when you put that in there, it's going to take a while for you to get used to it. Now, you know what I'm talking about when he does Cathedral?
Yeah. But no.
Not like a tremolo.
Yeah. But what you're saying, as far as this kill pot, which is basically a volume pot and a kill switch built into one, do you have to push down?
Exactly.
Do you have to push down on the pot itself, or turn it all the way up for it to kill?
No, you just push down on it. What I'm saying is, when you're in a swell, if your hand bumps it down, you know what I mean? It's killing it.
Yeah.
You gotta get used to. You know what I'm talking about. Make it consistent to make it flow. Yeah, because if you're used to, is what I'm telling people, if they're used to using the little finger to do a swell, like I learned, that's how I learned until I got this kill pot. And it's what it did is, when I got the EVH, when I got the 213, I wanted to customize it. I called out to Seymour Duncan, and I actually talked to him, and I told him exactly how I wanted the 78 model, but he told me what tone I wanted on it. I said I want the highest gain he can get out of it. So that was custom made. I got that sent to me. I put that in, and then I said, I want a kill switch. I don't have a kill switch on this guitar because, you know, the 213 Stripe Series didn't have it. So I says, well, I don't want to drill a hole, and I said, I'm getting on the internet. I'm going to find a volume switch. I'm going to find a pot that will actually kill it without just the knob.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted it, and because I didn't want to drill a hole in it. I didn't want nothing from what it was. So I got that, and we put it in. It took me a couple days to get used to it, but I thought the only thing, like I'm telling people, it's cool as hell. I mean, you can do all the Buckethead, all that stuff, same stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
Same Buckethead does, Van Halen, anything does, but if you're used to doing swells from Van Halen, like I said, in that type of music, with your little finger, it's going to take a lot of practice because you're going to find that you're going to kill it. You know what I mean?
Is it that it's very, very easy to push down? Is that it?
It's not that easy, but it just depends on how much you're into it or how you play it, how hard you play it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a learning curve, and that's what it is. But once you get one, you'd love it. And the thing about it is, I did not have to drill a hole in my guitar. I did not have to change it. It's just hot rodded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you have it installed right now in your guitar?
Oh yes, here. Like I told you earlier when I called you for a sound check, and I said I can't really do it because you said your audio would freak. I can show you a second here what it does, but it's going to sound like crap through there.
Yeah,
so.
you can't play a guitar over the phone.
No, I mean if you, dude. This thing screams. Oh, well, I'm just running my little Black Star tonight, my little tube. But it'd rock you. Mm-hmm. But I was just telling guys, anybody out there that wants to kill switch and doesn't want to drill a hole in your guitar, try one of them. And I sent you that, I sent you what it is.
Well, you posted a picture on my timeline of it. I don't think it actually said
the Kill Pot. That's what it is.
That's the company?
I'll send you the link to get one.
Hey, Ron.
I sent you. Kill Pot's the name of it. And I guarantee you, anybody that does not want to drill a hole in their guitar, when they get one, they will love it because it's a kill switch. If you don't have a kill switch, you'll love it.
Mm-hmm. Ron says he'd rather have the kill switch separate.
Yeah, and that's a preference. That is a preference. But I did not want to drill a hole in my EVH. It wasn't happening. I wanted it like a cave. Pickup direct to the pickup, direct to the pot. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to put another circuit. I wanted it just like it came, and that's how I learned. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I didn't want to change it. And I tried that, and I adapted to
it. Did you know? Did you know that Edward has one of those relict Frankenstein replicas with a kill switch built into it? You ever seen that?
In the pot?
No, in the bottom horn of the guitar.
Oh yeah! Oh yes! Oh yeah! He put all kinds of tricks. No.
Now you want it the other way, huh?
Oh, God. Okay, thanks. No, but a lot of people, you know what's funny? I'll have buddies come over and I'll be playing up this DJ coming and I'll hit that kills. I'll hit that. I'll start hitting my volume. I'm like, where did that come from? I'll just... that's a secret.
Man.
They most of them know, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's funny to go, how did you do that? You don't have a treble switch.
Man. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Joe, Ron, David. Who else is in here? Who else does it say is in here anyway? John? I don't know. I don't know who's listening to this. Well, that's cool, man. That's very cool. I definitely...
this is like the second Van Halen show. Hey, man, how'd you like that video I tagged you on tonight? Is that the ultimate epic?
Which one?
The one I tagged you guys on tonight. Thank you for being Van Halen brothers. I mean, think about it. You, Dave, Netzel, everybody.
Oh, the you posted to my
that solo.
The
solo.
Edward's guitar solo section from the US Festival, right? Was that it?
Yeah, that's the most epic solo I think he ever did. Recorded. That was just him all over.
Our friend Joe Wentz has some questions here. He's asking, when did you start playing the guitar?
Who, me? Joe.
You.
When did I start? I started when I was. My parents would not buy me a drum set, and I started playing. They bought me a Chico Del Rey.
Just say the year.
Probably 1969, 1970. Cool. I was 9 or 10 years old, and they would not give me a drum set. And I wanted to play the drums, so I went to all my friends' houses that had drum sets, like 3 I knew. And I learned how to play, and I know how to play the drums. But I could never play them at home, and they bought me an electric guitar with no amp. A Tisco Del Rey. A piece of, I mean, a nothing.
Wow. Those are nice.
Eddie Van Halen's first guitar was a Tisco Del Rey.
Those are nice guitars.
But I had an Peter.
Huh? What?
You had one?
No. I was just saying those are nice guitars. I've played them. Which model did you have?
I had, mine, I can't even, man, I was like 9 or 10 years old and they bought it used. And it was like nothing. I can't even remember the model. It looked kind of like
it was from Sears, like a Sears catalog or something, right?
Yes. Way back in the day, from Sears. And they got me that guitar. And you know what? I thought, I'm stuck. So all my, my brother and stuff was listening to Black Sabbath, Master Reality, and Alice Cooper, School's Out, all that stuff. I just remember all the old stuff. And and of course, Smoke on the Water. I was all that stuff. That's what I really got into. And the Stones, there was some Stones, and then I just evolved into the guitar. Then I just thought, this is what I got to do. So I hooked up with buddies, and I just went to the guitar, and it was just, the story's over. I took off, and I just kept playing and learning, and I couldn't learn enough. I stuck with it. I just stuck with it. That's how I picked it up. And, I swear to God, Johnny, I took one lesson. And I went down there that day, and that dude was telling me how, and the first song he taught me was, what is it? It's by, Doobie Brothers. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
After that, it was
I
over.
played that song. Yeah.
It was over.
That's the song that got you into music?
He taught me, the thing of it was, didn't get me because my head was going nuts. But I learned them chords I learned that song. He taught me most of that song, that lesson. You know what I mean? All the breaks. Dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? That was it. I was hooked on the guitar, and I took off from that day, and I never took another lesson in my life. I just started watching people. We didn't have the internet back then. I had to watch Friends. I had to, I had to pick everything up by ear, and I learned by ear. Thank God that I had the ear thing, because a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? And thank God there was something. I just picked it up. Went nuts. From there.
Who was your?
I got into Santana. I got into everybody. I mean, Winter, Gary Moore. I just went to Muddy Waters. Everybody. You know what I mean? I just started tearing it up.
Mm-hmm. And this was the early 70s. You're saying this was
very early 70s.
Early 70s, and so
when I was. Oh yeah, 71, 72, that's when I really started getting into playing. And, and the thing of it was, it freaked me out. I didn't ever want to play a guitar. I just wanted to play the drums. Mm-hmm. Just like, now you think about it, I listened to the documentary, and it hits me when Eddie and Alex, Eddie had a drum set. Alex had a guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a flamenco
when
guitar,
Alex
classical.
Figured out, he says, I can't play it. And Eddie picked up the guitar, and look what happened.
Mm-hmm. So
look what happened.
So basically, in 1978, that totally just like blew your mind, huh?
When I seen them at the Mississippi Valley Jam. When I was 18 years old.
Where was
the
this?
Mississippi Valley Jam? They had them every year on Credit Island. It's an island between.
Mississippi?
What?
Is that what you said? Mississippi? Missouri?
50s.
What?
Where
was this?
Davenport, Iowa. Moline, Illinois. I'm right in the middle of the river. Right? Davenport,
Mississippi.
Illinois. Yeah, it was the Mississippi.
Okay, there we go.
They call it the Mississippi River Jam, and they had it. And they'd have several bands. Journey was there, Atlanta Rhythm Section. Van Halen opened up for them, and Doobie Brothers ended it. And the first time, 1978, I was 18 years old and just got out of school. And it was hotter than hell. And there was probably, I'd say, I showed you the pictures before. I think I said here, I posted them before from this Valley Jam. And there was probably, and that's the first time I ever seen Eddie Van Halen, and it blew my mind. When it blew everybody's mind there. It blew the Doobie Brothers' mind. It blew everybody that was there. I mean, Van Halen opened up that day. There's probably 20,000 people there on the island. You know what I mean? But it was, man, I never, ever heard music like that.
Mm-hmm.
Van Halen totally, man. And the problem with it was so hot, the generators kept cutting out on the power. And this really sucked. And you know when it happened? Okay. It happened in the middle of the Atlanta Rhythm Section. Did you ever hear the song Champagne Jam? Champagne Jam. Remember that?
No.
Out there. Generators cut out. I mean, in the middle of the song, when it cut out on Eddie? It ran smooth the whole concert. It cut out in the middle of Eruption.
Oh, no way.
When in 1978, he was using the black and white one, the original one, in front of my face, fresh from the tour, and his goddamn generators cut out in the middle of that solo. And then when it cut out, you could hear it for miles. I mean, he was outside wide open, man. I'm watching him in front of 20,000 people on the Mississippi River. There's hundreds of boats and people everywhere. And you should have heard it, the power that was coming off that stage. And when that generator cut out, and then it had come back in and cut out.
And was this during the day? This was during the day, right?
Oh, yes. Middle of the day.
So you said
unbelievable concert.
You said you have photos from this.
Oh, well, I've sent you photos of it's on all over. If you go to, it's all you have to do is go to Google and go Mississippi Valley Jam, Davenport, Iowa, 1978, and it will bring you up a log of all the pictures and the history and the bands and everything that will go on.
Really? So
And
this is a big deal then.
it was their first tour. It was the big one. You
Mm-hmm.
know when they changed his guitar to the yellow one?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of that tour, when they went to Europe.
How do you spell Mississippi?
Huh?
I really don't know. How do you spell Mississippi?
Yeah.
M-I-S.
Mississippi.
You said it's the Mississippi what jam? River?
It's Mississippi River Jam and just put Davenport, Iowa. Yep. Mississippi. Yeah, it'll come up. Watch it. Look.
Mississippi River. Okay, I'm googling right now. Mississippi River Jam, Iowa.
Davenport, Iowa, and it will pop up. You'll see it. Go to images. Or go to, Gene. Davenport, Iowa.
Let me see.
I was there in that crowd.
July 16th.
There you go.
Oh, it looks like Van Halen News Desk actually did something on this. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I've seen these pictures. So you were there.
I was in the crowd. That's what changed my whole life on music, Johnny.
Oh, no way. Oh, there was frisbees and everything. Look at this. There was t-shirts.
Oh, see that little chick sitting on the hood of the car?
With the frisbees.
With the frisbees?
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah! I remember her sitting there.
Was that your
Dude,
van in the background there? What, you saw
Yeah, probably. One of them, I had a Ford flat-nose back there, and you had a 74 Cadillac. That one there was way outside the gate. We walked. I wasn't parking up there. That was a bad house. You know what was so cool about that concert, Johnny? When the Doobie Brothers ended that day, now dig this. We're on the Mississippi River. Everybody's walking off the island. Because this was an island, and most of the people are parked on the island. They're all walking off. Doobie Brothers ended the day with Old Blackwater, Keep on Rolling, Mississippi, no, you keep on shut. Man, that was badass. Blackwater, man, that was so cool. I'll never forget them days.
Wow.
That concert was,
that
concert was unreal.
It's very special that there's this whole thing on this, all these photos and everything.
Dude,
that's gotta be cool.
It was epic. And people, I tried to tell people I was there. They're going, yeah, right now. No, I seen something you guys don't know. Really, listen, I'm not bullshit. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. I get into it because I was there, and people go, nah, that didn't happen. No, it did happen. Look it up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I'm glad you looked at that.
Van Halen News Desk has a story on it from April 22nd, 2014. It's called "This Day in '78 Van Halen at Mississippi River Jam." So check.
And I tried sending that to them.
Oh really?
Dude, I've sent it to every Van Halen site. I've sent it to everybody I know that's hooked with Van Halen. Just say, hey, I was there. Guys, talk to me. I know, I can tell you what it was like. The concert was unreal.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot. I can tell you all the mistakes. Like I told you, nobody else is going to tell you that the generators overheated and they were cutting out during the eruption because nobody, the people you're hearing probably don't even remember it, but I remember it because I was so into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I remember every band, every time that generator cut off. It was so hot they just couldn't keep up. And they had to run most of their power remote. I mean, we were on an island.
That's a big crowd. Yeah, I'm looking at these pictures here. There's people.
Look at the crowd! I was out in the middle of that, burning, dying, no shade. It was about, it was about 95 degrees. It was unreal, and the humidity was like 90. It was so bad. Then finally they started running out. These guys started running out huge fire hoses from like little fire truck tankers and putting up sprinklers. So people, yeah, because people were passing out. People were just dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there wasn't enough concessions there to keep you know what I mean? They did these concerts, but they didn't plan them out for that heat. There was people dropping right and left, man. There was a lot of people sick.
Mm-hmm. According to the VHND story, it says Van Halen took the stage about 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yes, and it was
after numerous equipment delays. It says.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, brother, I was there. I lived it. numerous cutting out, and that was the horrible part. I mean, come on, really. Where else can it mess up but eruption?
Uh-huh.
Oh, and you know what? You know what was so cool about that? Eddie did not miss a lick.
Mm-hmm.
He kept playing that guitar, and that's one thing that I freaked out on. I thought, well, he's going to stop. No. He, on the stage, even when the sound wasn't coming out, he did not get out of that solo.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
you know what I mean?
So could you still hear him through like his amp, or did the sound of everything
No,
cut
you
out?
could not hear him through nothing. When it cut out, it cut everything dead.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the biggest kaboom. It was like almost, like the crowds were, holding back from the power, and then when it stopped, everybody's like leaned forward. You know what I mean? For a second, and then it had come back. Oh, dude, it was
everybody
crazy.
That's the power cuts out.
Oh,
the whole audience leans in to like, they're like, huh?
Oh, it was like
kind of thing.
Everybody was like going, oh my God. Then it had come back, and his tone was so mean. I mean, that's what I told you. The tone on that concert changed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
On guitar, I thought, I want that sound.
Mm-hmm.
No, never heard that sound before. Him and that Floyd Rose on that black and white one was just blew my mind. Never.
Oh, but this was actually before the Floyd Rose. There was no Floyd Rose back then.
No, well, he was using what was he using? The drop door.
No, it was just it was just a regular Fender Fulcrum tremolo.
Right, the Fender. He was using the Fender, but he was using the bend.
Yeah.
And you know what he used more than the bend, though? The neck.
Huh?
I noticed him doing a lot of neck bending.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his technique just blew me away. I was going, oh my God, who didn't? But I just, there's a lot of younger guys that come on that just don't remember it. I just like to tell people what I see. And then, wow.
Mm-hmm.
78. I mean, like I said, changed my life, but never seen anything like that. I seen everybody. Pat Travers, Johnny Winter. I was seeing everybody back there. It didn't matter who was out. Shanker, I'd seen so many bands out, and when I seen Eddie, I go, ain't nobody could touch that dude. Nobody.
That was it. Yeah.
It was all over, and I seen Leslie Weston Mountain. I seen John Kay. I seen Steph Wolf. I seen every band. There's never been a guitar player to grab like that tone.
No.
This planet. Yeah, I mean,
nobody since.
Tonight, tribute to you guys. A tribute to you guys tonight. You watch that solo. That's what it reminded me of him playing.
The S Festival solo he did in '83. That's what you're saying.
It is unbelievable how he was on the stage. And I seen him I told you, in 215 with my son for his 16th birthday. I seen him in Chicago at Tinley Park. He still got it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw
still
them.
Got it.
I saw them. I was 10
that
rows
tour,
back.
Did you see the last tour? Yeah.
I saw them I saw them on two dates on the 2015 tour, And
Did you freak? He's still there, dude.
I was 10 rows back at the show in Concord, California. I spent the whole show just saying OMG out loud to myself.
I know.
I'd never seen him that close up playing the guitar before. You know, every other show I'd been to, I was like way in the back. You know, I got lucky. I got very lucky with that show to be only 10 rows back, which is very, very close. And
did you watch him not look at his guitar when he plays?
Yeah.
His mouth is open and his eyes are closed. He never looks at his guitar neck. It's rare. That's so cool. It's all his feeling. It's his body. He turns his body and mind into that guitar. And that's what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
You got to live it. You got to feel